Hi, this is Jason P. Wilson 01 X Force, and I'm posting up ongoing comics that I am currently reading. This is my grouping of non Marvel, non DC comics. Uh, and I'm starting with Morning Glories. I heard a lot of great things about Morning Glories, so I ended up picking up the trade, which is issues 1 through 6. And I immediately, after that trade, went and put Morning Glories on my monthly saver. Um, Number one, I know that sometimes the singles are hard to get because it is really popular right now. And secondly, wow, I just really enjoyed the storyline. I usually read superhero comics, but I am definitely open to anything. And I kind of wanted to try a non-traditional, superhero type comic. So I picked up Morning Glories, and I was pleasantly surprised. Some people don't like the artwork, and some people love the artwork. I'm in the middle. I think it's good artwork, and it's definitely good for the story that's told. Um, but what most impressed me is the story and the pacing of the story. I was a Lost fan. I was a fan of the show Lost, and so I do like this type of storytelling. Um, the pacing, like I said, is very well done, and it really keeps you like wanting to know more about these characters and why they're there, and they tell you just enough, but not too much, and it's very addicting read. It really makes you want to read the next one. So this is the newest issue here. Like I said, the trade is 1 through 6, and this was the first one I picked up on singles. Um, I'll probably do a posting at some point, trade versus singles, and why some prefer one over the other, and so forth. But this is definitely one that I'll be picking up on singles. I do enjoy cover art as well. I don't like the advertising, but you can avoid that in trade. But I have to say though, picking up the first trade, it was so inexpensive for a trade. It was 1 through 6. It was only like 9, almost $10, and it was the perfect pricing for someone who wanted just to see if they liked it, which is what trades should be. At least the first issue of trades. But Glories, great, highly recommended. Um, my next one is actually under the Icon, which is Marvel, but it's technically it's Marvel, but it's under Icon, which is their owned brand, and it's obviously for their more independent adult type material. I was a big fan of the original Kick-Ass. I got it on hardback. I never got the singles, but loved it, and of course loved the movie. So I was really looking forward to Kick-Ass 2. I was really looking forward to my favorite characters and what they were going to be doing next. Now, I don't have a problem with comics that take a long time to come out. Like some of my other postings, this is similar to Ultimate X, where it really doesn't come out very often, but when it does come out, the quality is extremely high. And it's on its second issue right now, and a normal comic it would probably be up to 4 or 5 by now, but it's on number 2, and I'm really liking where it's going. I'll probably do an overall review of it once it's complete, and that's what I like to do. Sometimes is when I have a limited run like this, I won't read anything until I have all of them, and that way I can just sit there and read them all. Um, but with Kick-Ass, I really couldn't wait to read it. My next one is a run that's already done, and that is Nemesis, which is another Miller book, and this is I'll do a separate review on it, but this was basically a what if, a Batman type character was a complete jerk, and had no honor and no morals whatsoever, and it was quite good. I really enjoyed it. I'm really these two comics alone are getting me turned on to the Icon brand of Marvel. So yeah, very good. Um, the last one I'm going to show here is another independent that probably hardly anyone has read. I ended up picking up the first issue because it just seemed interesting to me. I don't really have very many any fantasy comics that I'm reading right now, but I'm a big fan of fantasy books and sci-fi books. So the premise sounded really interesting. It's called One. It's about a chosen one. I won't get into it right now. I'll do a separate one on this comic, but it's very much independent. And what I mean by that is, it is not the best of artwork and not the best of story pacing. It definitely shows it doesn't have a lot of money behind it. But it is a very rare comic to find, and I don't think it'll ever come out in trade. And it is another comic that takes a very long time to come out. It's only on issue 3. And like, Kick-Ass and like Ultimate X, I don't mind it because it just means less comics I have to pick up every month. But I'm enjoying it. It's not the best, but it's definitely, I have the feeling of I'm enjoying a storyline that maybe a lot of people aren't. And it's too bad because even though it's not AAA or anything, it is enjoyable. I think I'm going to stop reading them until they complete the series, because they take such a long time with this one in particular, even more than the other two, that it's hard to keep the feel going of the characters. So yeah. So those are my independents that I read. If you are reading any of these, please let me know what you think. Also, if there's any other independents, ongoing or limited series, let me know. And thanks for watching.